We're in the midst of a series right now entitled I Quit. Somebody say I quit. Somebody type I quit. I told you, man, I've been living and in ministry long enough that I have seen the adverse effects of people not quitting soon enough. And because we live in a society that pushes us to tough it out. Let's stop right there. That one statement, tough it out. Tough it out. Tough it out. Tough it out is not an blanket statement that you can apply to every area of your life. Tough it out is, I think, conditional. It is situational. And I told you our working definition is simply what? To do less so that God can do more. I'm going to say it again. To quit, based off of Rock City's definition, is to do less so that God can do more. Who would have thought we would go from 10 services a week to one service a week, seeing thousands of people in person, to seeing nobody to seeing 10 to 12 people in person, and the church would survive. Sometimes God can do more with less. All right? I see a principle. Give me 10%. I'll give you another 100%. Because I can do less with more. If you have faith the size of a little bit, I can help you tell this mountain a lot of stuff to be moved. Send me a prayer, I'll send you miracles. Did you catch what I just said? Because God can do less with more. So we've been talking about I quit. Somebody shout I quit. But in the midst of talking about I quit, we started this series and we're going on a journey by saying I quit excuses. It's been one of the coldest series we've been in. I quit excuses. Today, I kind of want to deal, let's jump right to Numbers chapter 11, verse 10 and 12. On your screen, it's right there. It says, Moses heard all the families standing in the doorways of their tents whining, and the Lord became extremely angry. Moses was also very aggravated. Prior to this I Quit series, quitting has been treated as something to be demonized when in actuality it should be weaponized. And I would like to submit to you the definition for I quit, help me class, is to intentionally do so God can do. I'm gonna say it again, to intentionally do so God can do what? And I would like to start today off, take really good notes, screenshot it if you need to, okay? Here it is. Proof of an authentic relationship with God is an elevation in your conversation. I'm going to say that again. Proof of an authentic relationship with God is elevation in your conversation. In other words, put this in the chat, you talk different. I'm going to say that again. Proof of an authentic relationship with God is elevation in your conversation, meaning you talk different. Not only do you quit excuses, phase 2, you quit complaining. Y'all miss what I just said. Show me a person who's full of excuses. I will show you a person who is a serial complainer. Why, PMJ? You quit complaining about what you don't have. You quit complaining about what doors aren't open yet. You quit complaining about who betrayed you, and you quit allowing others to constantly complain around you. Proof of an authentic relationship with God is the elevation in your conversation, which means I talk what? Different. Here's what's crazy. Look at the ambiguity and how oxymoronic your life is. You want to see different, but talk the same. Wow. Yeah. You want to have different, but talk the same. Put this in your notes. Please put this in your screen. Please put this in the chat right here. If you want to see something new, say something different. If you want to see something new, say something different. And why is that important? Because ultimately, elevation is not about God bringing stuff down. It's about him bringing you up. Okay, I got to make that make sense. Why, PMJ? I just told you that proof of an authentic relationship with God is elevation. Somebody say elevation in your what? Conversation. So look at that word elevation. Now let's take that word elevation and expand on it. Elevation is not about God bringing stuff down. It's about him bringing you up, okay? Dre, I need your help real quick. So on the screen, I need your help right quick, okay? So right here, Dre, put the problem, okay? You have the problem, right? Down here, Dre, put you, okay? So when you are a complainer, you look at the problem. And because you're so used to complaining, you ask God to bring the problem down. When God is saying, in this season, I'm not going to bring the problem down. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to use the problem to grow you. I'm preaching to somebody in here. I am going to use the problem to grow you. Everybody's not going to say amen. Everybody's not going to say thank you, Jesus. Nobody going to say he's preaching to me in the chat. But there are three of us who have lived long enough to look back retrospectively over our life and realize it wasn't the praise of people that grew me. It was the problems God planted in my life that made me better. Somebody look around you and type to somebody in the chat and just say, hey, problems made me better. Somebody shout, problems made me better. And I would almost suggest that some problems are an indication that you've evolved. Michael, some problems are an indication that you have evolved. And today, I want to lead us in making a commitment to quit complaining. We quit excuses. I quit complaining. I quit. Why, Pastor Mike? Put this in your notes. The more you complain, the less you obtain. The more you complain, the less you obtain. I quit. I am guilty of complaining too much. Now, Pastor Mike, as you begin to lead us in today, what is the first lesson you want us to know about complaining? Please put this in your notes. Complaining is a sin. Now that's critical. We have to understand that, Deacon Karan. Complaining is a sin. Make that make sense, Pastor Mike. Complaining about your circumstances is a sin because you don't give God a chance. Memorize this truth found in Philippians 2:14 and 15. Do all things without complaining and disputing, that you may become blameless and harmless children of God. So if complaining is a sin, that means complaining is a spiritual issue, not a physical issue. You can't stop complaining because you think if I get physical stuff, I'll stop complaining. Which means the more God gives you, it never changes your complaint. Because a complainer will always find something else to complain about. Because there's nothing on earth that can fix a complaint. Complaints have to be dealt with in the spirit. So am I helping anybody? If complaining is a sin, that means complaining is not soothed or fixed by substance. It is soothed or fixed by spiritual warfare. I'm finna free you real quickly. If you're connected to a complainer, I want to explain to you why nothing you do will ever be enough. Nothing you do will never be enough because you cannot fix a God issue. The complaint is truly not based off you. The complaint is based off what they feel God has not done through you for them. See, the problem ain't you ain't enough. What they're really saying is what God sent them, which is you, ain't enough. Their issue is not with the product, it's with the producer. Mike, I'm talking heavy today. Somebody say complaint. This is why Philippians 2:14 and 15 says, do everything without, is that in your Bible? Complaining or what? Arguing. That's so critical. Why I put this in your notes. A negative mouth will never produce a positive life. That's heavy. A negative mouth will never produce a positive life. Michael, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much favor you got. I don't care, couples, how much sex you have, how happy they make you. If you have a negative mouth will produce a negative life. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Death and life lie in the power, where's your tongue? In your mouth. And the greatest cancer to most of our gratitude is complaining. Why, PMJ? Because we don't realize complaining is a sin. That's critical. This is why the church is dying. This is why so many Christians are failing, because when we talk sin, we only talk adultery. We only talk fornication. We only talk lying. We only talk cheating, stealing. It is the secret, subtle, small, what we consider insignificant sin. Oh, no, thank you, God. The relatable stuff that's going to kill us. Because everybody likes a good complaint because it makes you comfortable about what you want to complain about. Michael, and there's a difference between a complaint and a cry. There's a difference. See, here's what we got to do. It's some stuff. Can we be honest? Show of hands, put hands up in the comments. Who got some stuff that bother you? Hands up. Who got some stuff that, truth be told, Pastor Mike, I'm not really sure if I'm complaining or just crying. Because I do believe you have a right to critique your issue. God, we're in a pandemic. I can critique my issue. I miss my folks. I'm ready to have good old school running church where I can't even preach because praise and worship was so crazy. We just slain in the spirit, and it's 150, 200, 300, 400, 500 people in the lobby waiting to get in. Now the parking lot jammed, and they mad because we still in here slain in the spirit. Then we walk out 2 hours later like, oh, that was good. So then they walk in church like, oh, it's going to be good. Then it don't even happen in the next service. I'm ready for that. I can say, God, that's not a complaint. Can I help you real quickly? Concerns shift to complaints based off of consistency. All right? Concerns, make that a screen, shift to complaints based off of consistency, and I might say intensity. All right? See, a concern becomes a complaint when it's repetitious. When it's repeated. When it's repeated. When you won't let it go. It's not. See, these are men of the Most High God. Paul and Silas are walking around. And a girl who's demon possessed is walking behind them saying, these are men of the Most High God. These are men of the Most High God. Is what she's saying wrong? No, they are men of the Most High God. What's the problem? The spirit behind what she's saying. The difference between a concern, a cry, or a complaint is the spirit in which it comes out your mouth. Did you catch what I just said? That's heavy. It's the spirit in which it comes out your mouth. See, you complain when you don't know why. You cry or concern when you know who. See, the complaint is based off of the not knowing how to fix it. Y'all don't like me today. See, was David crying, concerned, or complaining when he said, God, why are you hiding from me? Cast me not away from your presence. Please don't take your spirit to me. Restore to me the joy of what was Bartimaeus crying or complaining when he yelled, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Was Jesus complaining when he said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, God, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? See, you only complain when there is a sense of delusion and paranoia afflicting your ability to cognitively cling to your existential reality because you lack the capacity or the spiritual to spiritually discern if it's God or not. Somebody say, I don't know what he said, but it sounds really, really good. You only complain when there is a sense of disillusion or paranoia, hindering your ability to cognitively clean. I'm gonna make it make sense. You only complain when there is a sense of disillusion or paranoia, which affects your ability to cognitively, mentally hold on to the fact of your existential reality, the stuff around you, because you don't know in your heart if this is God or not. That's why you complain. I complain because the bill is behind and I don't know if God is testing me or the devil trying to break me. So I'm immaturely complaining, trying to see who gonna respond. So what happens is whenever you are put in a test or a trial, all right, whenever you're put in a test or a trial, or you're put in something that is uncomfortable, when you are not spiritually mature enough to discern if this is God, You complain because the immature side of you believes if I complain long enough, God will show up. I don't think you heard what I just said. So like a baby, I will holler till mama figure out what I need. Versus realizing evidently she said no because it's not good for me to have it. I don't think you heard what I just said. And too many of you are complaining because in your heart, you really don't know if it's God or not. So I complain about my husband because I like him. I'm not sure this is who God wanted me to be with. So since I moved ahead of God, I'm going to just talk about it, not pray about it. I'm heavy today. Y'all don't nobody like me today. It's cool in the gang. I ain't here to beat you up. I'm here to pick you up. The only time you complain is when you feel that what you're going through isn't fair and you shouldn't be in it. So you're complaining because you don't think you can get out of it. When mature saints know if God put me in it, God can get me out of it. Hear me when I say this. As we tiptoe to Numbers, we see some serial complainers. Look at Numbers. It's right on your screen. Moses heard all the families standing in the doorway of their tents whining. Stay right there. You missed your first shout. I'm going to say it again. Moses heard all the families standing in the doorways of their tents whining. Why y'all not shouting? I'm going to give you one more chance. All right. Moses heard all the families standing, I'm going to say it slow, in the doorway of their tents whining. Why you not shouting? How they go from bondage and slavery to now they own property? How I go from being in jail cells bunked up to now each family got their own living quarters? See, you are a complainer when you miss what God has done. I don't think you heard what I just said right there. So I want you to catch this. They are standing in the doorway of their tents whining. What are they whining about? They are whining over manna. They're hungry. God sends them manna. They get frustrated and start complaining. Many of us, watch this, and I want you to see. Slow down. Slow down, Mike. Slow down. Slow down. I almost missed it. Slow down. I got excited. Slow down. They're complaining over manna. Manna represents provision. I'm finna show you this is crazy. They are standing out of slavery in freedom, out of sales in their own tent. This is the 21st century equivalent, watch this, of getting out of jail and owning your own home. Not seeing your family, being reconnected with your family. Watch this. You get out on your own, get hungry, and God provide. They're not just complaining over manna. They're complaining over how God chose to bless them. For many of you, the greatest sin in your life right now is not who you're sleeping with. It's this unmitigated gall, the unusual audacity to actually say to God subconsciously, what you did ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. So I'm gonna complain. That's for every pastor who's mad because your stream don't have 2,000 people. What you're saying is this 50 you sent me ain't good enough. This for everybody who's so mad about where you work and what you have. Forget the fact you made bad choices. Forget the fact you're doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. Forget the fact you haven't properly postured or positioned yourself for half the stuff you're praying for. So God says, I love you enough not to not let you starve. I know you want a Bentley, but I'm going to send you a Honda. And now you sitting at the dealership knowing your credit horrible. And you should be shouting at the fact that you're driving off with something. But now you say, you know what? I got a little Honda. I'm going to just drive this for 2 months because it really don't match me. No, don't nothing. You right. It don't match you because you shouldn't have had what you got. But God loves you enough. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor my seed. But they choose to complain. Moses heard all the families. Now here's what's critical. There is no wasted ink in the Bible, right? No wasted ink in the Bible, which means he heard all the families standing in the doorways of their tents whining. Let's look at every line. Here's my question when I get to heaven, Leslie. When they say all the families, are they talking about the one out of everybody there? He heard every family that was complaining, or was all of them complaining? I'm not sure. That's two different mindsets. Because think about it. I can say I saw all the people in service with blue jeans on. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody in the room had on blue jeans. It could mean I saw the ones in the room with blue jeans. But there's a principle that I believe we can take and make applicable to our life. When you hang around complainers, we all get categorized together. This is why I got to get certain people out of my life, because I don't want God to look down and say they ungrateful. No, Negro, I am grateful for what God has done for me. Now, I want to take a 10-second praise break. If you're not where you need to be, but you know God has been good to you, you ought to just thank God and type, I am grateful for every mountain he brought me over. I am grateful for every valley that he took me through. I am grateful that my children are healthy. I am grateful that sickness was in my body, but I'm still alive. I may not be a millionaire. I may not be 100,000-aire, but with the 2645 in my account, I thank God. I am grateful. Somebody shout, I quit complaining. He heard all the families. Sit down. He heard all the families. Go back. Complaining in the doorways of their tents and whining. And look at this. The Lord became what? Angry. The Lord, we're going to go line by line, precept upon precept, principle upon principle, okay? Moses heard all the families standing in the doorways of their tents whining. This is critical. That is a bad posture to be in. Carlene, this is cold-blooded. If you've been in slavery and you've been in bondage, and he got you out of bondage, even if he didn't give you no food, you should be thankful for the freedom. I felt God on that. That's for 10 of y'all who didn't get the job you wanted. Just thank God you're still alive. Every morning we turn on the TV and somebody else dying from COVID, and I want to pause and parenthetically digress and send a word of prayer to that beautiful brother's family from Alabama and A&M who they found this week dead. And I want to speak by faith that I'm praying for you and your family. I'm praying that God keeps you, that he covers you. When you see these people coming up missing, and here it is now, every time you leave your house and go to the gas station and come back, you ought to just say, God, I am grateful. That is an ungrateful spirit that says to God, what you did for me ain't enough. So look at what it says. Moses heard all the family standing in the doorway of their tents whining, and the Lord became, put this in your notes, extremely angry. Moses was also very aggravated. I want to examine those two dispositions. All right, so Dre, if you don't mind, put that on the screen. The Lord is extremely angry. Moses is very aggravated. Okay, so Dre, I tell you what, erase that. Okay, so Dre, over here, let's put the Lord. Can you put it big? Draw a line on that. All right. Put emotion. Okay, emotion. Okay, give me emotion, the red face. There it is. Boom. He's extremely angry. Okay, now come over here, Dre, and let's put Moses. Put Moses and his emotion. Let's just put a mad face. There it is. Boom. Boom. All right, see there? So I want to show you something. So the Lord is ticked off. Moses frustrated. The Lord is angry. He ready to fight. Moses just ready to go. Why are they not the same amount of mad? Because they didn't have the same amount of responsibility. This is why people on my staff will never get as upset as me. This is why certain people in your family and your team will never understand your level of anger. Because while you're mad, they're just frustrated. Why, PMJ? Because they didn't produce. Yeah, they got two different responsibilities. Moses is aggravated, like, y'all still ain't happy? God mad, because he's like, I just made it rain food. Here it is, I did all this, and y'all still complaining. Moses is like, y'all don't see. See, there's a difference between who produces it and who reports it. Moses is an announcer. God is the one doing the action. And God says, Moses is aggravated because he actually thinks God is only mad at them being ungrateful about manna. It's the law of perception, or I want to call it the law of visibility, based off of what you see. Put this in your notes. And I want to teach my team, the church, everybody right here, how to deal with the people in your life. So James, this was critical. So Moses is aggravated because he's like, y'all don't want to eat this. God is angry because he's saying after all that, this and that ain't the same. Moses is mad, is aggravated about this, which is dinner. God is frustrated about that, which is his resume. That's where I get frustrated. Personally, that's where I get frustrated. That's where many of you get frustrated. I want you to see this. Moses is like, I'm aggravated because y'all don't want to eat what he did today. God is mad because of what he's been doing the rest of the days. So Moses is like, I can't believe y'all gonna eat that, period. God is like, I bring you out of bondage. I cross the Red Sea. I kill your enemies. I do all this. Now you want to trip because this ain't what you want. You don't want to trip because I neglected you. You want to trip because I ain't meet your preference. That's for 7 of y'all who begging folk, begging a spouse or begging somebody in a relationship or begging friends to stay in your life. No, hold on, time out. Please put this on your nose. Please don't tell me you got amnesia. See, an ungrateful heart has amnesia, selective amnesia, because they remember what they did for you. They just don't necessarily remember what you did for them. And God says, I like this because we only view God sometimes as the blesser. I like this particular text because now we get to see a side of God that the church runs from. God is angry. No, this ain't cute. God is angry, not just angry. The text says, underline it, extremely angry. Why, PMJ? Because I've done so much for y'all, I should at least get a pass on dinner. Y'all miss what I just said? Don't nobody like me today. Don't nobody like me today. Don't nobody like me today. I want to argue. Everybody who ain't shouting because I'm preaching about you. So that all 7 of y'all who's sitting there like the sermon ain't good today because I'm whooping you with your complaining self. Got the audacity to sit there because God didn't do what you wanted him to do in August. What about last September? What about 2019? What about 2014? I am here to make an announcement that only grateful, mature saints can receive. God has been good to me. This is why John P. Key said, never shall forget what he's done for me. And I come to submit to somebody. You complain when you have selective amnesia. Here's what's crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's keep going. Look at this. Look at this. All right, so let's do this. This is verse 4. The foreign rabble who were traveling with the Israelites began to crave the good things of Egypt. They are complaining in freedom because they missed what they had in bondage. They complaining about how much money they made in the streets versus making honest money on a corporate job. They complaining because their wife ain't as nasty as who they dated in college, because they're constantly comparing yesterday to today. Don't nobody have to like me. That's the beautiful thing about virtual church. If you leave, I don't even know. Right now, 7 people just walked out of church. I don't know. I'm just here to tell you the truth. For many of you, it's what you remember that's going to dismember. It is what you remember that's going to make you dismember what you have. Make this make sense, PMJ. They begin to remember and crave. That's a strong word, crave. Crave. Looking at food, thinking about something else. Craving the good things of Egypt. And the people of Israel also began to complain. Oh, for some meat. I want you to catch this. I want you to catch this. I want you to catch this. And if I had time in devotion, Leslie, we'll talk about the foreign rabble. We'll make sure we talk about the foreign rabble in devotion, because that's a whole nother topic right there. That ain't necessarily the children of Israel. All right, so that's a whole nother, that's folk who rolling with them. See, nobody ever told you it wasn't just the children of Israel riding. It's a mixed group. Some of y'all gonna get in trouble because when you allow foreigners to get too close. So the spirit of the foreigners got on the spirit of the familiars. Did you catch that? So what happens, PMJ? The foreign rabble who were traveling with the Israelites began to crave good things of Egypt. And the people of Israel also began to complain. Oh, for some meat, they exclaimed. Can I see verse 5? We remember the fish we used to eat for free in Egypt. Pause. Oh, complainer. Look at the ignorance and the immaturity. The fish wasn't free. You was paying for it in bondage and in labor and in pain. You'll be surprised how many people are running back to stuff they thought were free because you don't realize what it really cost you. This ain't free. Well, when I used to go out with them, I never had to pay. You paid in emotional abuse. You paid in soul ties. You paid in doubt. You paid in anxiety. It's not free. We remember the fish we used to eat for free in Egypt. And we had all the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. We want it. This is what's critical. It is impossible. Can I go deeper? It is impossible to desire the food of Egypt and not get the people of Egypt. See, when you have not spiritually cut the ties to the past, the devil tricks you into making your appetite believe you can actually go back and get the part you want without getting the part that hurt. See, the food was free. The whips on your back is what you paid for. And many of you gonna go backwards and get what you think you missed, but what you gonna have to pay for. This ain't free. So now, look at this. They get manna, which is not what they want, Amanda. They get manna, which is not what they want, but it's actually free. All right, can I free you? Go back to scripture. Go back to scripture, and I got to stop. I'm running out of time. They had to catch fish. They had to grow the vegetables. They had to kill the meat. Manna comes from where? So the food of the past represents what they worked for. Manna represents what was provided for them. See, this is why so many saints and so many Christians miss what God is doing in their life. Here it is, because you're so busy shouting over what you want because you feel like you earned it. You want to know the difference between favor and working? When I work, I get what I earn. Favor is unmerited, which means it's that which I did not work for. I got to stop. But now our appetites are gone. All we ever see, look at this attitude, is this manna. Put this in your notes. Complaining disrespects what God has done in the past. When you complain, you disrespect what God has done in the past. That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy. Jay Boogie, this is so crazy. Why? Because complainers eventually becomes friends with the past and enemies with the present. Complainers are friends with the past, but enemies with the present. Complaining, put this in your notes, disregards what God is doing in the present. Y'all missing this. Y'all missing this. Deacon McNeil, I want to show you how crazy this is right here. How crazy this is. All right? You ready? You ready? All right. You say meat, fish. I'll just call it meat. You say meat. You say vegetables. I want you to catch it, okay? Ready, go. Meat is what I see. Vegetable is what I grow. Manna, watch this. If I want to catch meat, I see it coming. If I want to grow vegetables, I watch it come. While they're used to doing this and this, God does. I'm finna run. That represents a season where blessings come from directions and places you didn't know they were coming from. They're so busy complaining, they don't even realize they're standing in a season of unexpected blessings. Jesus. I claim 7 people out of just type. I received that. I am walking in a season of unexpected blessings. God's about to use people I didn't even know to bless me. I declare I'm going to go to the mailbox and it be checks about stuff I didn't even know was coming. I declare and decree God's getting ready to put manna. I need somebody to just type manna, manna, manna. Manna is the thing. I don't know what happened. I don't know why, but God sent it to my life. And if he sent it to my life, it may not look like what I think it should look like, but it is just as substantive as what I'm used to. Manna represents God's provision. And when you complain, we're saying that what the Lord has given us is not enough. Mikey, one of the best trainers in the city. Throw his Instagram up right there. Mikey, one of the best trainers in the city right there. Here's the problem with Mikey if he's not careful. If God sends Mikey 20 clients, then he gets on Facebook and sees somebody with a whole shop and starts complaining, man, my clients ain't coming fast enough. Folks don't really want to work out. Man, folks ain't really taking this. Folks. What he's saying to God is, you really don't know what's best for me. Or in other words, well, here it is. God, what you're doing for me ain't enough. I want to free somebody who's on a job you hate. Just quit. God rather you quit than complain. God rather you quit than complain. I would almost argue biblically, I see a grace for you when you quit, but indignation when you complain. Hear me when I say this, God. I free, like, no. I'm trying to help my church. I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm trying to pick you up. What I'm trying to get you to realize is you like complaining around the people you're complaining about because they're complainers. So all of y'all are pacifying each other's sickness. Complaining distracts your present because it distorts your past. I'm talking heavy today. The children of Israel started to reflect on their times as slaves in Egypt. They longed for slavery. No, Pastor Mike, we wanted the food. No, you wanted the slavery. I wanted the food. No, you wanted the slavery. You think you wanted the food. The food was a trap. I was walking in a building the other day that we're looking at, right? We get on the second floor of the building and it has motion sensors lights. When the lights come on, we see rat traps all over the place, right? On every trap was peanut butter or some type of food. If there is no food on the trap, the rat will never be enticed to come. The food is the trap. Grow your thinking. What you're being fed is the trap. Because food ain't just physical, which is why you call mess tea. It's something you can feed or drink. So what are you being fed that's a trap to luring you out of position? This is why I got to be careful who I'm around, because complaining discounts what God said he would do in the future. I want you to raise your hand, put hands up in the comments, say, Pastor, you're talking to me in the comments. I need 1,000, 20,000 hearts right here when I say the statement. Has God made you a promise? Yes. If the answer is yes, type yes. Put hearts in it right there. Has God, hands up, has God made anybody a promise? Can I ask you a question? If what you have right now doesn't look like what he said, when you complain, you're calling God a liar. Can I free you real quickly? God told you what he was going to do. He never told you when he was going to do it. The arrogant assumption that you can determine the when is an insult to God. If I was in charge of the when, my career would have took off when I did my first EP in my daddy church. If I was in charge of the when, we would be like Lakewood right now. I would be at the BJCC doing what we was going to do. If I was in charge of the when, I would be a multi-millionaire by now. This entire apartment complex would be faith-based housing. I am not in charge of the when. I know the what. I lean on the who because I don't know why and I don't know when. Did you catch that? You complain about the what because you're trying to control. You complain about the what because you're trying to control the when, because you still don't know why, because at the core you don't trust the who. Your complaint ain't about the what, it's about the who. You're complaining about your husband, it's about the who sent the husband. And many of you are complaining about the who because when you move ahead of God, what you get necessarily don't come from him. So the residual effect of not waiting on God is manifested in the complaint. So because your complaining is the sin, now the devil lured what you wanted, the food, to put you back in a place of complaining. And the Greek definition of complain is to become stuck. Complaining, the manifested picture of complaining is this. It is to be stuck. It is to be stuck. And what you're doing is sitting at home, sitting at your job, sitting in your relationship complaining. And God is saying, number one, did I tell you to do that? If the answer is yes, then move to question 2. If the answer is no, my friend, you got some hard decisions to make. This is a heavy word today, ain't it? Because every time you doubt God's word, you discredit God's worth. Every time you doubt God's worth, you discredit God's worth. This is why it takes so much for people to praise God in church. It's hard for a natural complainer to be a praiser because they're always trying to be appraisers. That's a bar and you missed it. That was a bar and you missed it. If we were rapping, that's a bar and you missed it. It's hard for a natural complainer. I'm going to put it on the screen real slow. Put it as I say it, Dre. It's hard for a natural complainer to be a praiser because they're always trying to be an appraiser. An appraiser always determines the value of something. Who in the heck are you to try to appraise what God has sent you? When you are a complainer, it is impossible for a whiner to be a worshiper. It is impossible for a complainer to be a praiser because a complainer becomes an appraiser. So what you do now is when God sends you a job, you appraise it. Well, it ain't the one I wanted and it ain't the money I needed, but it's better than where I was. So I give it a 7 out of 10. It's going to be a sad day when you go to hell because you complain too much. You so busy judging who's sleeping with who and who took this and who did that. When God in heaven like, yeah, but they grateful. Yeah, David slept with so-and-so, but he was a man after my own heart. You ain't never happy. What's the difference? Oh, I see. Complaining is relatable. So I don't want to hang with a prostitute, but I go to dinner every week with complainers. I don't want to hang with an addict. I don't want nobody to know I'm hanging with an addict, drug addict, or alcoholic. But my whole family, I love to barbecue because we just sit around and complain. I'm addicted to the complaint. Oh my, I need 7 people to just type free me God right there. If you're getting set free, healed, and delivered today, I want you to overcome embarrassment. I want you to overcome your flesh. Just say, Pastor, you are helping me today. God, you are freeing me from being a serial complainer. There are some seasons in my life where I complained about everything. I ain't make enough money. I wasn't happy. This person didn't do this. Devil, you are a liar. God, I want to pause number 1 and say, I am grateful for everything that you've done. Number 2, I repent for the seasons where what you did for me was not enough for me. Now, God, give me another chance to praise you the way I should praise you. I quit complaining. Complaining is contagious. I'm gonna stop. I can keep going. Complaining is contagious. It says the foreigner started complaining. So what happens now? Now the Israelites begin to complain. Can I paint this picture? Can I use my own imagination? My own imagination, everybody hungry. Manna falls from the heaven. I want to free you real quickly. Then one person say, man, I missed that fish. Then another person say, oh, that fish. It's sort of like Dre. It's sort of like life. Remember life? Remember in life? They in jail. Then all of a sudden, our buddy say, Ray. What's that club you got there? What club you talking about? Talking about Ray's? Oh, you talking about the boom boom room? Yeah, the boom boom room. And he said, man, I sure would like to see it when you get it up and purdy and running and stuff. Like, yeah, Ray, I like to see. Then Claude say, man, don't nobody want to hear about no Ray, bro. Then the whole room said, well, man, shut up. See, that's how you should be doing, folk, in your family. When the complainers speak up, we should all attack. See, because when you allow, the danger of being surrounded by complainers is that you become one. Complaining is contagious. It is contagious. This is why. Tell us, go to bed. Yeah, man, you should have saw who was in there last night. Who was in there last night, Ray? Who was in there? Tell me you got in there, Ray. Now, just think. That can preach. He says, just think. And every person, because they have faith, began to position themselves in another man's vision where they saw themselves. They positioned themselves in another man's vision. So the same person he used to fight with at the door, like, Ray, I got your security. Bernie says, you know what? I'll be on the piano. Other brother, God bless him, said, I'll just sing in the choir. Then another person said, I'll get in the back and serve. Then another person said, you know what? I'm going to just eat. And the whole dream is vision. The whole dream is broken because another brother runs in there and says, y'all go to bed. I don't want to hear nothing about no raise. Boom, boom, boom. A complaint snapped all of them out of the vision. Complaining, put this in your notes, damages other areas of your brain as well. Research from Stanford University has shown that complaining shrinks the hippocampus, an area of the brain that's critical to problem solving and intelligent thought. Keep it right there. So complaining is not only a sin, it's deadly. There are physical ramifications to being a complainer. According to Stanford University, complaining shrinks, I hope I get this word, am I saying it right? The hippocampus, say it again. Hippocampus, I'm so sorry. Thank you for all my medical field people. The hippocampus, just a little boy from Ensley. I saw hippo, I said hyper. I didn't know. Pray for me. Complaining damages your brain. It shrinks the hippocampus. What's the hippocampus? An area of the brain that's critical for two things: problem solving and intelligent thought. When you become a serial complainer in the present, it hinders what you solve in the future. Which is why you're in a circle, because you complained about your last problem in your current problem, which means it hindered your ability to get out of your future problem. Hanging out with negative people is also as bad as hanging out with your own negative thoughts. I'm teaching today. I'm teaching today. Whether y'all want to receive it or not, I am teaching today. Complaining, put this in your notes, I'm going to stop, rewires your brain for negativity. Just according to Stanford. Complaining rewires your brain for negativity, pessimism, and unhappiness. The human brain loves familiarity and efficiency. So what you feed your brain, it will settle for and seek more of it. In other words, the more you complain, the more you make this the default mode of your brain's operation. Think about it. Even God said, you know what, I'm going to just give you over to a reprobate as a man thinketh. Let's stop. Whining and worshipful is incompatible. When you worship God, what naturally flows out of you is thanksgiving and praise. So Pastor Mike, how do I overcome complaining? Let's put this in your notes. Let's go fast. Number one, decide to focus on solutions, not problems. I quit complaining. Number one, decide to focus on solutions, not problems. Complainers talk about how the problem makes them feel rather than actually fixing it. The complaint is more about how you feel, not how you can fix it. So how do I stop being a complainer? Number one, I decide to focus on the solution, not the problem. You don't have enough money. That's a problem. Let's talk about the solution. 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 Can I say this to you and put this in your notes? Guard your focus. You have to guard that's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm guarding my focus. Certain meetings I'm not going to take. It's certain calls I'm not returning. It's certain places I'm not going. I'm just not, certain conversations I'm just not having. I think too hard and I got to guard that. Did you catch that? I think too hard. I've had to tell family members, hey, I want to make it very clear. I'm not avoiding you. I'm just choosing not to talk to you. That's how direct I am in my life now. I'm not avoiding you. I'm choosing not to talk to you. It's not dirty. It's healthy. See, dirty is based off of perception. You're dirty when you put you first. They're healthy when they put them first. We call the truth being dirty. We call a lie being clean. I got out clean. But when you tell them how you really feel, they say you mean. So what I am doing now is I am guarding my focus. What you should be doing is guarding your focus. Why is that so critical? That is so critical because oftentimes we are pulled down while God is trying to lift us up. This is why Nehemiah said, I am engaged in a great work and I can't come down. The more seasoned Pastor Mike doesn't see can't come down as physical. Because can I help you? Can I help you real quickly? Who does he say that to? He says that to, were they opposition? He says to those who didn't have his vision, who weren't on one accord with him, I'm engaged in a great work and I can't what? Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Why did they want him to come down? They had set a trap for him, right? And they offer him to come down so they can what? Come on, scholars. They wanted to talk to him. If you just come down so we can discuss the wall. But we're talking. You missed it. We already in conversation. Why I got to come to your level to have the rest of it? Say what you want to say from there. Say what you want to say from there. I don't have, see, we look at the text wrong. I can't come down ain't just physical. I can't come down spiritually. I can't come down mentally. I can't come down financially. I can't come down emotionally. That's cold. Jesus doesn't go in to get Lazarus. He calls him out. I can't go in the tomb prematurely because when I walk out, everybody get up. That's a whole nother message. I'm gonna stop. Number one, decide to focus on solutions, not problem. Number two, discover faith partners. Having the right people in your circle helps challenge your perspective. Because your crowd impacts your clarity impacts your conversation. Put that on the screen for him, please. Because your crowd impacts your clarity impacts your conversation. All right, make it real clean. I'm gonna say it one more time. Your crowd, underline crowd, impacts your clarity, how clearly you see and think. And your clarity impacts your conversation. Kurt, Odell, this is so cold-blooded. A lot of what people say isn't their thought, it's their circle. That's why if you listen to people talk long enough, you can tell who they hang around. That's why now I talk to certain people like, you need to change your team. Like, what you mean? That ain't you talking. That's you, what you've heard. That's who you're around. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. How you say it is based off of how you see it. I'm gonna free you. I'm gonna show you how your language is important. Odell, you ready for this? You ready for this? We ain't have but 50 people there. That's a complainer. We ain't have but 75 people there. You want to hear somebody who don't complain? It was close to 100 in a room, man. See, complaining is about tonality. Tonality. I was working with my brother and Pastor Hollis today. I was writing a sermon. We was working on the sermon, and I had to teach him on. I looked at my brother. I said, man, you say some of the coldest stuff I ever heard in my life. These one-hitters. I said, for the next 6 months, I want you working on tonality. I said, because you say good stuff, but sometimes I don't know if you're ending it with a period or a question mark or a comma. It just stops abruptly. And I had him do an exercise. I said, all right. So I think the job was, I can't remember the phrase I told you. It's in the car, all right? So I want to work on tonality, okay? So say it's in the car. Okay, you say it's in the car. Okay, give me another tonality. Say it's in the car.
It's in the car.
Okay, you say it in another way. It's in the car.
It's in the car.
Okay, so it's attitude. I want to show you. I'm going to say it for you. This tonality. It's in the car. 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 Tonality is important. A lot of you are complaining because of how you see, and it impacts what you say. How you see it determines how you say it. Well, man, I got a little promotion. Then why take it? Then why take it? Then why take it? If you're that miserable, leave. If what God is giving you ain't enough, go be your own Jireh. I got to stop. Number 3, do what you can. Trust God to do what you can't. We have a choice, either make complaints or make confessions. Which one you going to do? A complaint is when you talk to God about the problem. A confession is when you trust God with your problem. So I want to say this. Today, make a complaint. It's okay. God, I don't like my situation. I don't like it. I don't like it, God. I can't do it. Just don't let it become a cycle. Repetitious. God only said it, Jesus said it one time, why have you forsaken me? He didn't say, why you forsake me when he was getting beaten. When he first looked at God, if it be your will, let this cup pass from me. Then he got himself together. Nevertheless, I want you to do 3 things and we're done. When you feel complaint coming over you, complaining, I'm sorry, I want to make sure I fix that. There's nothing wrong with a complaint. The problem is when you become a complainer and complaining. ING is important. ING is important. It keeps going. And because it keeps going, it becomes who you are. Complaining births a complainer. You're not a contractor because you fix one thing. You're a contractor because you fix many things. And you plan on being that in the future. I got to stop. Number three, this is what I want you to do when you leave. Pause, pray, pursue gratefulness. That's it. That's what we're doing this week. When you feel like you're about to start complaining, I want you to pause. Think about what God has done already. Pray. God, I just want to thank you for what you've already done. I want to make sure my spirit and my mind and my heart is right. Then number 3, pursue gratefulness. Just thank him. Did I bless anybody today? Did I bless you today, man? Look at me. I quit. We talked about quitting excuses, man. It's time to get up out of that excuse and be all God called you to be. But now as we evolve, it's time to quit complaining. Because for many of you, you're going to get over your excuse. It's your complaint that's going to restrain. Your complaint is going to become a restraint. Hear me when I say this. God's going to be opening doors. You're going, like, no, just be honest about what you don't want. Be honest about what you don't feel like. No, like, God, I thank you, but that right there, I'm going to make a decision. Or I don't feel like that's God's will for my life, and stand on it. Here's the problem, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you feel like something isn't God's will for your life, you can't in turn force the people around you to make it work, to make it prove you were right. You can't concoct and scheme a plan to make your plans right and God's will wrong. So we got to make sure we're in the will of God, man. So I love you today. I mean, it's from the bottom of my heart, man. They told me 250 plus people prayed with us last week, and I want to thank everybody there, those who pray on a weekly basis, and to my prayer team who I trust wholeheartedly to pray. When I do things like that, I make sure I call in my Tristans and my Tiffany's and my Carlanes, my Jarnays. Why? Because 2 days a week they'll come shut down in the church or meet somewhere and really pray, because prayer isn't just communication with God. When I call people in, that's spiritual warfare. You don't know what demonic attacks may happen on the call. You don't know if something's going to break loose. And it's making sure you have people that I personally trust to be able to make sure that happens. I mean that. I want you, and look at your pastor when I say this, to make sure you are doing inventory about you. In the words of Miss Key, my second grade teacher from Central Park Elementary, while you're busy pointing this finger, there are 3 more pointing back at you. While you're busy finding the problem in them, you could be searching your heart for what's wrong with you. I don't want you to have excuses, and I don't want you to be a complainer. Somebody type, I'm coming out better. I'm coming out stronger. I'm coming out wiser. Here's the best one. Oh my God, I'm coming out freer. Lord, erase my appetite for yesterday. That's a cold prayer. Erase my appetite, because it is impossible to feast on yesterday without the bondage of yesterday's people. And I want you to be free from all things that God is not doing in your life. Was that all right today? All right, so look. You guys know I love you. Thank you so much. We've been rocking on devotion. I'm going to have Pastor Hollins and the team do something. I was praying today, and they're doing such an incredible job with our tech stuff. They even got on our YouTube page where the YouTubes are broke down in series. So what we're going to do with some of these devotions I've been doing for this current series, we're going to catalog them right there. They won't be when you first click, so it's not junky. It'll be in a part called Devo Energy. And we may group all of them right there, then boom, group all of them. I want to pause again and thank everybody who's been doing devotion for the last year and a half, waking up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, doing that. Can we praise God for them? I'm excited. While I got you here, can you do me a favor? I want to celebrate Pastor Chan. I'm going to look in this camera right here. Pastor Chan, you are my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. I am so proud of how you have handsomely navigated this pandemic, the transition from your father to you, how I'm seeing you grow, how I'm seeing you evolve. I'm peeking in on Sundays, watching your word. Brother, you are taking that church to another level. I speak well wishes and blessings over you. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered the hearts of men the great things you have in store for him and his ministry. Happy anniversary. Do me a favor at his church. I know you guys are watching this. Put some money in his cash out. Bless him. Make sure you sow into his life, because I believe if you honor the head, the cup will run over. I'm excited. I'm proud of you. I know you watch us. So I love you so much. Rock City, listen, man, God's doing some incredible things. I don't want you to miss out on it. Make sure you download the app. I'm talking more than I ever talk, because I gotta every now and then check the engine light. Download the app. There are so many sermons that if you go back will bless your life. All right, here it is. I'm going to reheat it. Whenever I call a reheat check, that's like some good soul food. Throw it back in the microwave. There is a series that I would love for you to go watch entitled Focus. Please go rewatch Focus. But what we're doing now is going to bless your life. To my family in Refocus, I have a revolt on my hands. Pastor Mike, you ain't did Refocus in 2 months. Well, I wanted a break. Forgive me for being like you. I wanted a break after all we were doing with church, after everything we were doing musically, after me having to do Stellars and XYZ. I just didn't feel like doing it. The same way you lie and call your job and say you sick, and you have to get on the phone and say, hey, y'all know I'm not going to be in. Where we going to eat at tomorrow? I just needed a break, but get ready. In October, it's coming fast, it's coming rapid, it's coming intense. We're taking it to another level. I am so excited. To all of you who I've been meeting with, I am so excited about it. We're going to keep chopping through that number. Let's get ready for what God is doing. I love you so much. I'm praying for you, and I will see you next week right here at Rock City. Stay tuned for a couple announcements, and we'll see you next week. Let's give God a hand clap of praise right there.
Come on.
Another one.
Yes.
Oh, wow, what a word. If that word blessed you, go ahead and put the fire emoji in the comments.
Yes.
Say, that word was for me. That word was for me. That word was for me.
Yes.
I hope it has blessed you and challenged you, as I'm sure it has, as Pastor Mike always does every single week. Let's continue to lift up our man of God.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
the visionary, our head, the shepherd of this house. Let's continue to lift him up in prayer. Keep him on the prayer list, because we know that anytime you're anointed, the anointing attracts attacks, and the devil don't like the kingdom business is being happening through Rock City and through Pastor Mike.
That's right, but I will say this: no weapon, come on, that's formed
in the name of don't start. Listen,
shall be able to prosper.
That.
And so we just speak a hedge of protection around Pastor Mike, First Lady, and the entire family, and for you as well, right? And so even with that and thinking about just that connection, you know, I love this series so much because it talks about how it's time for us to stop doing some things so that God can start doing some things. And I believe that God, even now in this moment, is doing a new thing, that old things are passed away. And so if you feel a tug at your heart, listen, think it not strange. That is God. He is trying to tell you something. And so come on home, y'all. You can text one word, that's home, to 28950. There is also a link that should be somewhere on your screen that you can now text. And we have our elders, our ministers, and intercessors that are on standby. And we just want to pray with you. We want to touch and agree with you as you make this next move your best move.
Yes, absolutely. And family, maybe you were blessed. And of course, we're able to bless so many people all over the world because of your generosity, because of your support. And if you're giving today, we have several ways you can do it. Cash App is # The Rock City. That's the # The Rock City. And also text to give.
That's right. You can text I Rock and the amount to 28950, or you can visit the website.
Yes, absolutely. Now, tomorrow morning, don't forget, we are going back into the Word of God. Devo at 7:21.
Devo Energy!
Devo Energy. So it's all happening. Remix. I can do that. But no, tomorrow morning, 7:21 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to study the Word of God together and just take this word that we got today and find out how we can apply it to our daily lives. I enjoy doing this with you, sis.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
The Lord may not come when you want him, but he's always right
on time.
On time. We love y'all. See you next week. Peace.